currently a little south of Cleveland, Utah. I'm planning on going down to Buckhorn Wash. There's supposed to be some pretty cool things to see in that canyon, such as like petroglyphs and cliff dwellings and whatnot. So we'll see how this one goes. Okay, I'm here at the visitor center for Buckhorn Wash. It's here on the side of the road are these two-dimensional cutouts. Kind of cool. Like a couple cowboys or pioneers or something. A couple donkeys or mules in the back. I read the sign. The sign's completely scratched out. Just can't even see what it says. There's the visitor center across the road. Not much to it. This used to be the old Spanish Trail. When I was looking at this on the map, I thought this would be completely out in the middle of nowhere, where we are right now. There's some gravel operations going on around here, because I see some gravel trucks hauling gravel, so it's not quite as far out in the middle of nowhere as I thought it was going to be. Okay, here we are. Just took the turn off at Buckhorn Draw. So this is the beginning of the road. Should be going down in a canyon here pretty soon. Okay, we found our first cool thing to go look at. It's a Cold War storage shed. So it's right up the hill here. Looks like we have to walk to it because the road's pretty washed out and I don't want to drive to it. So we're going to walk to it and see what it's like. So it looks like it's pretty small. If you had to build that by hand, that'd be a chore. It's pretty cool. Not much to it. There's a hole in the back. Wonder what that hole came from. It's not very big. Only about 10 feet deep, 5 feet wide. So I got some wires. I'm just kidding. It's not wires. There's wire. Not for electricity like I was thinking though. Pretty neat. And there's the beginning of the canyon right there. I'm gonna go down. There's where I'm parked. The storage shack's right up there. This is the first little campground you get to as you come down from the north end of the canyon. So we made it to the Morrison-Knudsen tunnels. I guess there's 4 tunnels around here. You can see the first one right there on the hillside. I'm gonna walk up to it and see what we can see. Okay, we're coming up to the tunnel now. Looks like they got barred off. Can't see much with my flashlight, but looks like it goes back there a little bit. Not very big. Maybe we'll just take a peek in here. I can stand up in it. On average, about 7 feet tall. Plate, some sort. Darker there. There's something there. Some drill holes. Go back there about 1.5 feet. And looks like we're at the end. About 500 feet long, I'd say. Looks like we get quite a bit of water in here whenever it rains. Got some rocks that fell from the ceiling. There's that. Pretty cool. There's the way back. Guess there's supposed to be 4 of these tunnels somewhere. Suppose you have to look around for the other ones. I have no clue where they'd be at. Kind of think they'd be all about in the same area, but who knows? Definitely a little bit cooler in here though than it is outside. We're just descending down into the canyon now. Definitely turning into a canyon. Didn't take very long, about 1/4 mile, and the wall's already that high. Beautiful looking canyon so far. Rock art up here on the cliff somewhere. Let's go see if we can find it. Looks like they used to have a nice little path here before it got washed out. Must be up where that sign is. So we got some graffiti. Don't graffiti, folks. Here we are. Okay, so we got something with antlers, something with horns, probably a sheep, some smaller stuff there. Looks like some graffiti on it, possibly. Looks like there's some fresh marks. Looks like another desert sheep. More sheep. 3-antlered thing. People holding hands. More sheep. Gotta get up over this rock. More people holding hands. Not sure what that symbol is. A big fat square sheep here. Possibly a tree. Well, if you know what those are, let me know. Kind of look like trees to me. There's all sorts of stuff along here, but some of it looks graffitied. Some more sheep. Another deer. Okay, walked a little bit more. Found some more. These ones are quite a bit bigger. Don't know what half of them are. Last one's definitely a giant sheep. These ones are pretty faint though. Always makes you wonder if you find some here. Always kind of makes you wonder. These are the ones we know about. At least I know about. Or else is there a bunch more that are not marked? Okay, made it to the Buckhorn Wash pictograph panel. Okay, there's pictographs all along this whole section here. Some further down there. Really eroded though, they're really hard to see. Apparently the best time to see these is in the shade. So we timed this pretty good. Because they're all in the shade. There's a couple there. There's this interesting one here. He's got his hands raised. There's something coming down, obviously. Wonder what it was, but then above it, Okay, one cool thing I want to show you here down the river is the swinging bridge, as it's called. It is the last suspension bridge in Utah, and it was completed in 1937. It's all made out of concrete, wood, and steel. Most of the bridge itself is made out of wood. You got the steel cables. Here, the early explorers had no way across this river, so they had to build this bridge so they could drive their vehicles across it. So this bridge was big because it opened up everything to the north of here for exploration. Imagine that back in the day, driving your car across that. Kind of neat. Okay, well that's it. That's the whole canyon. I'm here at the end. So there's two campgrounds down here, one on either side of the river. So I'm just gonna find a campsite and can spend the night here. Then in the morning go further south. Thanks for joining me though. See you next time.